Okay, here we go.
So, a diner and a cell phone. Two things that make you think about connecting with others and thoughts of something happier, something that's just means something different to you, whether it's connecting with social media, with friends, whether it's just talking to someone in general. You might go to a diner, have breakfast for lunch or dinner, or maybe it's that late 3 a.m. round with friends after a heavy night of, we won't mention what, but there's that. And then a cell phone, a little device that allows us to connect with billions of people throughout the world, from distances from China to Hawaii, things that usually would have taken imaginable distances before in time to get to that person. A message that ranges on the spectrum from happy to sad. And did you know that there's 4.8 billion cell phone users in the world? I didn't know that. And on average, everyone will make at least 5 calls per day. Now, you might be wondering, what does this have to do with my speech? Well, for me, something that usually has a positive image in the light of, I would probably assume most people here, for me has a very different and dark meaning. It made me, as a 16-year-old boy, try to answer one of the biggest questions in life. How much time do I have left with her? We were sitting in a diner, me and my mom, waiting for her car to be repaired. And she gets a phone call and heads towards the bathroom to then proceeds down a small hallway right next to the bathroom. And then the one thing I have in the back of my mind from that day is just the clock ticking. I didn't know at the time, but an hour went by. I came up from my phone, and the next thing I know is just, where's my mom? I scanned the diner, that fresh smell of pancakes with maple syrup, bacon, or waffles, even though pancakes are better, just filling the air in my mind with, wait, what are we going to order? Like, is she okay? Who was on the phone? What happened? In that one moment, I felt anxiety and angst for where was my mom? About 10 minutes later, after the initial hour, I see her walking towards the table. Sunglasses on in a room just like this. And I'm sitting there wondering, what's going on? Why does my mom have sunglasses on inside? It's not something normal you see. And then she drops the news on me that she was just diagnosed with cancer. I don't remember exactly what she said afterwards, but the next thing I remember is opening up my phone and Googling what type of cancer it was and trying to go through the paths for who are the best doctors in the country, who are people that can help extend time and extend the time that I have with her. And then stuff started running through my mind. Why would this happen to my mom? A woman who cared so much about everyone else and made sure everyone else went with something before she went with, giving up so much so that others could have. And in that moment, it just, something inside me flipped. And then it was analyzing long-term stuff. How much time did I have left with her? Was she going to be able to see me walk down the aisle with my future wife? Was she going to be able to hold her grandchildren? Was I going to have a dance with her at my wedding? some things that no 16-year-old should ever have to go through. And then I started looking back on the lessons that she has taught me with however much time we had left. You know, be aware of people's circumstances outside of just your own. Make sure you check in with anyone, even if it's a complete stranger. Kind of like how I introduced Madeline and her grandfather. You know, just live each day and be a better person, because you never know when, like that, just everything flips upside down. And, you know, sitting here in this diner and writing this outline really brought up a lot of memories, both good and bad. The constant 45-minute drive down what we call Storrow Drive. It's like the big roadway you get anywhere in Boston. 33 straight days to the hospital for every single day my mom was there. From December 6th in 2015 to January 3rd when she got out. And she told me afterwards that they only, after that point, gave her 6 months to live. But I didn't know at the time. So again, drove every single day, no matter what, to try to be with my mom. And in conclusion, the one thing that really resonated with me was Matthew McConaughey's Emmy speech. You know, someone asked him, who was his idol at 15 years old? And he's like, well, I gotta think about that. So what he does, he goes back, takes a week, thinks about it. Same person comes back and says, who's your idol? He said, me 10 years from now. 10 years go by. Same person asks him, well, did you meet your hero? He's like, no, not even close. But the point of it is, it's not about trying to get to that part, not attaining something that's impossible. It's the journey to get to that point. And it's making every little moment in that journey to make you a better person each and every single day. And that's what I try to do with my mom, is just realize that I try to strive each and every day to be as good as a person as she was, because she's my hero.